Hello and namaste. We'll see if this is going to work. Oh, I've got this turned up. I think I need to turn this down first to record, if I'm not mistaken. We'll see. Anyway, I would like to get feedback today. Let me know if this is working better, recording, if you can hear it better. So, anyway. This morning, I'm going to see what I can get on, somebody was asking me about a very old case, somebody that's missing. Joshua Bryan Smith. Joshua Bryan Smith. So I'm just going to see if anything comes up on Joshua Bryan Smith. Maybe he's hanging around and he would like to impart some words, or if there's just some information on what took place. So let's see what we have here. You know, there's nothing I can guarantee on these types of things. And I just wanted to reinforce people, if you want to get a hold of me and want me to find out where they're at. Okay. Cards are not going to give me a place. Okay. Yes, when you're reading the cards and stuff, the intuition comes to the forward, and there are ones I work with on the other side. Sometimes they will maybe come through and help with some things. But as far as being a psychic that has vision, that sees where someone is to be located or something, like, I don't have that, not at this point. So please don't contact me and want me to find a missing person in that way. Okay. If I could do that, I would be happy to, but I'm not going to tell you something's there that's not there. Absolutely not. My thing, the way that I can work with this is, as stated before, hit Kundalini Awakening, went through the whole of the journey that completed in realization in 1999. So I entered into a different type of a consciousness at that point. A clear consciousness without, I don't have any more thoughts that go. Okay. When I'm not speaking, it's just quiet. Okay. Most people have thoughts that are going on, that they are hearing all the time in their head, that they're engaging, that are running their lives. I don't have any of that. That ended in 1999. So what I'm doing now is I'm just putting out some of the, some oracle cards for background, and see if they're going to bring up anything, and then I'm going to bring out the other cards as well. So I'm doing something a little different today than I usually do for these type of readings, but we'll just see what happens. Get these out here and kind of make some room. Make some room on the table. these out. Okay. Okay. Well, what I've got out to begin with, we'll start looking at this, and let me get these cards ready to put out here and see if I can make enough room to lay them out. I need a bigger table. But the first things I got out are forbidden fruit. So I don't know if this boy and deflection, okay. Now, from what I read in this boy, he had depression and things like that. And I don't know if part of it was he had a chemical imbalance. Maybe he was forbidden fruit. I understand he went missing on his birthday. Maybe he had gotten into some drugs or something like that, you know, wasn't supposed to be having. But forbidden fruit usually means, for me, that it's something that really they shouldn't have been into. Because, you know, again, in the forbidden fruit in the Garden of Eden, what was the forbidden fruit? The tree of knowledge, okay? Now, in the garden, everything was innocent. They already had everything. They had total connection with God. They were innocent, okay? But they wanted to get into the nitty-gritty. They wanted to know good from evil. All they knew was good. All they had was good, okay? But it's like, no, we want to know what good is, so let us have evil, okay? Who wants that? But I guess, you know, again, if you don't know one from the other, you know, they went on that journey. So that's what caused the fall, you know, and why we are in transient bodies, so that we can, you know, do the journey and learn, okay? Learn, have knowledge, okay? The knowledge of good from evil, the balance, dark from light, from that balance. Okay, so that's why we are in this journey. We chose this journey, and here we are, okay? Anyway, and then the next card that's out is deflection. So I don't know what he was seeing, but it wasn't, you know, was trying to, again, not really seeing the issue. When you're deflecting something, it's like what Trump does all the time. You know, look over there, look over there. Don't look at me, look at that. You know, it's Hillary. It's all Hillary's problem, you know. No matter what's going on with him, Hillary did it. Well, no, he has to be responsible for his own actions. You can't blame somebody else. So something was getting deflected somewhere. In his life, or maybe just with what people are looking at and things. But anyway, we go on to the cosmos, creativity and the vastness, and the scales of truth, and that healing needs to begin. Okay, so let's see what the cards have, what they're going to put out there. But he's 9 out of 10. He's no longer on this plane of existence. But let's see what the cards say. I guess they found his vehicle. The keys weren't in it. Everything else was in his vehicle. His shoes were left on the shore, ocean shore. I guess people have this idea that he's going to be there because they said, oh, if he would have drowned, whatever, a body would have washed up. Well, that's not always the case. You know, you have sharks, other animals out in the ocean that will eat a body. I mean, so it could get stuck on undertow. A lot of things could happen that it doesn't surface. So, okay. Okay, let's see. First card out, 5 of coins. Where you're going through that dark, you're out in the thing, but there is a way for you to go forward. There is an open door for you. Let's look. Okay. Yeah, he went off by himself. Let's see what else we have here. He went off by himself. Okay. And I take it this was, you know, basically him. I understand it was his birthday. And this was, I don't feel, somebody else. Okay. We have the Sword of Truth. Let's see what else we have. The Sword of Truth. Yeah, he was in despair. Yeah, Sword of Truth. He was in despair. And this is his own doing. He went off by himself, you know, and that door, it could be also that he, left his body. He went into, he has the chance to go into the light. He was, because the dog is out in the darkness and he's going into the light. Okay, he's going into the light. He's going home. He's going, actually that's more like a church or, home. Again, he wasn't deprived in his life. He wasn't deprived. But he was bored. He just didn't see what he had. He, you know. Next was he went by himself, and he's out there. And this was again his own choice. He's sitting there contemplating things, and he gets caught up with it, and he's. It doesn't look like he would share it with anybody. He would be very solitary thing with these thoughts. Okay, he would be in a very solitary place with it. Okay. I think that this might have been either a girlfriend or mother, somebody there, but they couldn't help him. Okay, they couldn't help him. Yeah, judgment. Not judging it's bad or it's good, you know. It's just judgment came. Judgment came. Let's see what else we have. Judgment. Yeah, the wheel. The wheel turned, the wheel of fortune, the wheel of truth, and he was, blind. He's working the wheel, but he's blind. He's not seeing. He didn't have discernment. Okay. And he was holding to this ideations that he had, holding to these ideations he had. Again, same thing. And that can also be that kind of a suffering thing too, that morose ideas that he wasn't able to get out of his, not able to get out of his mental spin. Again, same thing coming up. Sitting there. He spent too much time in his mind. He really spent too much time in this solitary thing, and then he made his choice. It's a young guy, he's 23, he's rushing ahead. He made his choice. Okay, all of a sudden he's sitting there, okay, and I think this is kind of like the day, he's sitting there really just caught up in his mind, pondering this stuff, and made his choice. Rapidly made a choice. Rapidly made a choice. And you see the king, he's sitting there and he's looking towards going off by himself, going off by himself, and behind him is that overwhelming ideation and that sorrow that he was in, that pain that he would continue to carry. Okay. Yeah. Again, night. He went forward. Let me see if we have any other information here. Oh, hold on a minute. I have my sage is burning over there, and it's just really, it's like, I can't even see in here. Let me get that fixed real quick. Oh my goodness. Oop. Okay. Oh. Me too. Turn this on because this is really, whew, Lord have mercy. Need to open the door. Whew. Sorry about that. Back. I can't even see. Oh, God. The sage is burning like out of control. I look like I'm in the midst of a fire here. Oh, God. I don't like to stop in the middle of the reading, but it was that or I wouldn't be able to even see the cards, so... I mean, a little sage goes a long way, and unfortunately that one is so dry the minute you light it, it's just went up like crazy. Okay. Again, so yeah, he's sitting there and he's just got his emotions tied up. He is just so, in himself. Okay, yeah, and he had these fantasy notions. Okay. He had all these ideas, and it was, again, it was the start of that but it was very strong. He was caught up in that, those ideations. And I thought that he just thought that that was, you know, something he could put into effect, you know? Yep. So, yeah. Yeah, what was under it was he just felt very lost and alone, and he wasn't doing like the hermit, like when you're feeling, you know, when you're internalized, but you're going forward. You're looking for the light, you're looking for truth, you're looking for wisdom. He just felt absolutely, utterly alone and despondent, and got caught up in that mindset, wasn't able to get out of it. And like I said, it's got the one here of the yeah, like I said, deflection, you know. He wasn't seeing the truth of what was going on. He was caught up in something, erroneous thought, forbidden fruit. So that again makes me think that somewhere along the line he had gotten into some illicit drug or something that messed also with his consciousness, that threw him off balance. Okay. But the truth is now that he has entered into the cosmos. He's left, you know, he went off on the journey by himself, and he has, you know, entered that door. He's gone through the tunnel. He's gone beyond. And now the healing can begin. Healing can begin for him. So he'll spend time on the other side, and let me see. Let me see something. Okay. Okay, I'm going to ask that some helpers from the other side work with him. That they work with him. Now, I still have ones from the other side to work with that and how this started happening, I don't know, but they started, spirits would, that are out of the form, would start coming into the stones. You know, I have stones in the other room, and they would be there. We could access them and be able to help them to move forward. So something that came up, wasn't expecting it. Okay. But again, he could start now to put things in motion to start healing. Okay. To get beyond this, you know, emotional drama that he had in place. Yeah, again, I think he was involved in some, had taken some type of drug, partying with friends, whatever, and it threw his chemistry off balance, and there you have it. But he is not in form now. He has passed, and but now he has the opportunity for the healing to begin. Okay. So yeah, no, it wasn't that somebody had murdered him. He took his own life. He took his own life. He was despondent. It was his birthday. He had so many emotions wrapped up, tied up, just, and all these fantasy notions just overtook him because he was just brooding on this stuff, Again, he was feeling solitary, lost, and I think it was just this stuff overcame him in 1 second, and it was I feel like it was a very rushed decision. It wasn't a well thought out thing. It was just in the spur of the moment that he got caught up in this ideation and decided, I'm going off by myself. I'm done. I'm ending it. I guess I don't want to. I don't want to stay in this despair. He's just caught up with it. Okay? And he wasn't, he was sitting there and he just didn't seem like he felt a way out because he recognized he had all these things. He wasn't wanting for anything, but he was not happy. He wasn't happy. Okay? And whoever this is, she wasn't able to save him. Wasn't able to save him. He just spent too much time alone going over this stuff. Okay. Yep. And he went forward. Judgment card means, he's definitely out of the form. Okay. And so things need to be weighed on the scale of truth as to what happened. But he is in, again, the vastness of the cosmos, and it's time for healing to begin. Healing for everyone involved. So he will get another chance to go forward. He'll spend time on the other side, and they will work with him, counseling him, trying to get him to stabilize so that he can, again, take another rebirth in time and come back, and hopefully next time he will have learned some lessons and go forward to a better a better existence, something more beneficial to him. So namaste. Thank you for tuning in. I hope this has helped on Joshua Bryan Smith. We wish him well where he is at. Okay, namaste.